Well, obviously, I feel like they're the most complete group, most complete offensive line that we faced all year. I believe they were second for the was it Joe Moore Award behind Oklahoma. So really, that's the biggest thing when you look at the offensive line is really do they have any weaknesses? And it's the same thing that goes along with their whole entire offense. They really don't have any weaknesses you can kind of exploit. It really more so just goes back to having to play better than they play. You know what I mean? They're good at both tackles. The guards are really really good. The centers is the leader of the whole thing, and the tackles are very very athletic. So it's gonna be a tough challenge for us, man. Especially since everything is kind of heightened with the type of game that this is, because we know they're gonna play their best for sure. I mean, that's what we're working towards for sure. For sure, I feel like we're definitely one of the most talented. Not to toot our own horn, but we'll have some time to kind of look back at that and kind of argue that when the season's over. But for right now, we just focused on being the best that we can be for the team and trying to go out there and get a win and put us in a chance to win the national championship. Just control what you can control. It's out of our hands. We treating it like an injury. It sucks for us because we know what type of people, that we have on this team. Dex, Braden, and Zach. So it's really more so me hurting for them. It's really kind of hard for me to even talk about it because I know what type of people that they are. But we got their back 100%. It's not their fault at all. Hopefully that situation can get figured out. It's out of our control, but we got to move on as a team for sure. I mean, obviously you're gonna be hurt from it. You know what I mean? But it's something that's not in his control, man. You just gotta let the people know that we know it's not your fault, and just gotta move on from it. It wasn't intentional. Yeah, that's what I mean. Our success as a defensive line is dependent on upon one player, whether it's me, Dex, Christian, Austin. Obviously there's a reason why we're the starters, but to the standard that we play to, we don't really consider it being a the so-called next man up. It's more so, just put another guy in there. We know if you're on the field, we trust you. We feel like you play to a standard, and we feel like you can go out there and perform. Regardless of the fact, it's a group effort. It's not an individual matchup. So. I mean, Dex in general is a very positive person. Obviously this is tough for him, but we're a family, like we said first. This isn't something that kind of harms us. We know how to respond to things like this, regardless. You know what I mean? He know we got his back, so we're fine. We'll be fine. Same with the team did. Coach Sweeney told us. Yep. Oh, it means a lot, man. This is to be in the college football playoffs 4 years in a row, and this is my first time getting a chance to play in the Cotton Bowl. It's been huge, man. Second time being in Texas. Uh, they say that the Cotton Bowl and the Rose Bowl are two of the best bowls you can go to, and it's been really, really good to see. The hotel we staying in is really nice. Obviously, we got to spend Christmas here, so we weren't with families, but they made it a good event for us with the Christmas brunch that we had. So it's been really, really good, man. And they have the best hospitality room ever, the best video games, massage chairs, all that is top of the notch. So it's been good. Oh man, it'd be huge, man, because it'll give us a chance to accomplish our next goal, which is win the closer. And anytime you can get a chance to play against a team like Notre Dame, and that's such a historical college football program, and you have a chance to go out there and have success and win a game against them, it'll be huge. It'll be a big step for our team. If we get this win, obviously, if you win this game, you feel like you'll be ready to play for a national championship. But that's just what it is, real talk. Because this is a very, very good team. They don't have too many weaknesses, and we feel like this is going to be a very, very big challenge for us. So, big opportunity for us to go out there and play our best game for sure.
How excited is
The whole group has been excited, man. It's a obviously, with what has happened in the last couple of weeks, it's kind of changed a little bit of things just by how we, guys get reps in practice. But, Albert has been through things like this before. Dex was hurt 2 seasons ago, and play had to start some games. So it doesn't really phase us. You know what I mean? Like obviously, it was a big surprise, but we just take it with a grain of salt and we move on from it. We treat it like an injury. So.
personally, did it kind of hurt? Because I know you're really close to Dex.
Yeah.
It sounds like from a team standpoint, you got guys who can fill in.
Yeah.
Personally, was it kind of a jolt?
I mean, no question. It definitely hurt me. I hate talking about it. You hurt for a guy that's your brother, and you want to protect that guy for anything. And it just sucks when he has to go through that because you hurt for him, and you want to experience this, get a chance to, experience this moment with him. Obviously the whole situation it hasn't fathomed out yet. There's still a lot to be said about that situation, but. Yeah, you hurt for him, but you gotta, as a leader and as his teammate, you really just gotta do what's best for the team, and you gotta move on. So.
When you guys walked off the field in New Orleans last year, when you guys entered this season, do you feel like this is kind of unfinished business now that you're back and wanting better results than what you guys had last year when you left?
Yeah, anytime you lose, anytime you don't end the season the way you want to, man, that does leave a bad taste in your mouth. Obviously we didn't play very well last year in that game, and coming here, we had to realize, this is a new team. It's not the same team from last year, and we got to focus on what we can control, and that's really just being the best team that we can be in this Cotton Bowl game, and that's how we kind of got to look at it. We got to look at how we played in a game like this last year and just take that and how do we improve on that. So that's really has been big, and for a lot of guys that played in that game last year, that's been a big that's been in the back of their mind as a piece of motivation as trying to get back to the national championship for sure.
I remember you talking to Coach Bates down towards the end zone of the game last year. What did he say to you?
Oh man, he was just saying, man, nothing about, we sorry and nothing about dang man, sorry we couldn't get the win. It was just all positive energy. He was just telling me he loves me, telling him how much of a great year we had and things like that. And I was just telling him how much I love him and just showing the true appreciation that we have for each other because we know how hard both of us had worked to get to that moment, and it didn't go our way, but it was just all love right there.
When you came back, obviously you came back for a reason to play with these guys one more time on this defense. Are you pleased with the way this defense has played this year? You guys feel like you got maybe another notch in your belt for these next game, possibly two?
It's been a good year, but we still haven't played our best football. I don't feel like, I'll give you the full explanation after the season. But it's been a good year, man. It's been a good year. As a defensive line, we definitely feel like, this team goes as we go, regardless of, whatever the outside sources may think. We feel like it goes as far as we go, and so far we feel like we've been the leaders of this team. So, and we got to continue to be that. So, hopefully, we understand that and we take that into this next game for sure.
How much is approach this week, or focus this week, on as much of an emphasis as game planning and whatnot, considering there were guys that openly came out and said, hey, we enjoyed the last year too much. That changed. And so how much of a difference do you notice it is to this year?
I respect my teammates. Some of my teammates coming out and saying that, man, for real, because it takes ownership first. Owning up to what you feel like you could have done better last year. But as far as just the mindset, it's the same every week. I feel like it just goes back to the standard that we play, and it's the same mindset. And I feel like last year guys just kind of just didn't really own up to that standard last year. And it's the same thing every week, though. We play to our standard. Our standard is best is the best. And we just got to go out there and do what we do. Obviously Notre Dame is a very, very good team, but it's more so on us not beating ourselves. And we feel like our best is better than anybody else's best, so we feel like we'll have success through that.